than that suggested by the famed Golden Driller, a symbol of Oklahoma's rich oil heritage.
Had a 45 last foot to my ribcage, would have lost my life and made the front page. Two little punks almost fucked it up for me. Instead of my life, they took my money. So this goes out to the dude that jacked me, made me harder, harder than I'll ever be. So maybe one day we can be lucky, so we can hang you from a tree. Come on, come and get some. Face to face, yeah, one-on-one. You want some? Come on. Toe to toe, and I'm the only one. Come on, come and get some. What? Face to face, yeah, one-on-one. You want some? Come on. Toe to toe, and I'm the only one. Way past midnight, 40 minutes.
And welcome to the Expo Square Pavilion in Tulsa, Oklahoma for Extreme Fighting 3, where some of the most extraordinary athletes in the world will put their skills into the melting pot for combat supremacy. Hi everybody, I'm Dave Bontempo, and Extreme Fighting 3 brings together so many disciplines in the martial art world. You have the famed Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, shoot fighting, wrestling, karate, kempo, and so many more. All of these come together. It is a very intense and has been a controversial form of fighting. But the controversy took a big turn here because now Extreme Fighting 3 is sanctioned. My broadcast partner, as always, four-time international kickboxing champion John Peretti. And John, what does the sanction do for the future of extreme fighting?
We will be here for a long, long time. We are legal, we are running, no more prisons. We're ready to go on this one.
A major corner has been turned. No more authorities in different companies to really take this away. We've got a big night of fights. We've got some title bouts on the card. We're going to take a look at them in lightweight, middleweight, and heavyweight divisions. In the lightweight division, John Lewis, a returnee.
Great acrobat, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Jean Labelle grappling.
And Matt Hume, Erik Paulson debuts on Extreme Fighting.
Erik Paulson, Jeet Kune Do specialist, big kicks, big punches, great grappling.
What would Extreme Fighting be without the Gracie name?
Hell, Gracie, what can I say about him? He's just as hot as a firecracker, undefeated in 159 category. Very tough to find matches for.
Well, that's the lightweight division. In the middleweight division, a couple of newcomers.
Allan, a great Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion, and he comes here with a lot of experience. Anthony Macias, a great ankle cranker, and a terrific Taekwondo expert.
Igor Zinoviev, a star now, still soft-spoken as always.
Yeah, Igor Zinoviev's got a hard edge. You're coming to his house, and John Lober better be ready, and he's the IFC world champion.
Then the heavyweight division beckons after that. Some title fights on there. Bart Vale checking in.
Bart Vale coming in amazing physical condition, unlike we've ever seen before, ready to fight versus Murakami Kazunari, the #1 absolute judo champion, 1996.
And Conan Silveira against Maurice Smith. Silveira defending his title and a good kicking opponent.
Maurice Smith, top kickboxer in the world, a lot of pancreas experience. He's no fool, and great Conan Silveira, ready to rock and roll with anybody that dares come in his ring.
So that is our lineup for Extreme Fighting 3. How are they going to do it? Let's take a look at the rules of the ring. 3 5-minute phases, a 1-minute rest in between. That's novel. No biting and eye gouging, no hanging on the fence. And John, the 5-minute phases changes the action.
It does, and it's probably going to make it more exciting for the fan and give the stand-up fighter a little ability. We came to Oklahoma, we're staying in Oklahoma, and we're ready to go with these rules.
All right, we'll see some major attempts to win around the 5-minute mark. How do you win? Well, the submission is always dominant, but there are so many other ones.
The submission is the quickest, except for the knockout, except for the doctor who stops the fight. It's all contradictory, but the end is insane. There you go.
It just seems like you see the submission come quickly when they like to tap out. Johil de Oliveira making his way out to the ring in very deliberate fashion. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. You see the gloves on, for striking or grappling, and there is his corner man, not really. That's Stacy Moran, the pet of the month for October 1993.
He just looks cool as a cucumber, doesn't he?
He does, and he has to wait.
You know what I do notice about him now, though, now that I see him in the light, he really hasn't broken a sweat. He looks a little cold, doesn't he?
You don't want that. You do like to have the sweat and the warm-up. Maybe he wants to leave a little bit of it for what's going on here, because he may have a little bit of a waiting period as he's in there first, awaiting John Lewis.
And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, John Lewis.
A deliberate fighter, very patient, very skilled. His style and his strategy may be tested by the rule about the 5 minutes, because he's been very patient. There's a guy that may go for it every 5 and then at the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, I think he's going to go for it. I know that he doesn't want to wait for them to stand up again if he's got him down.
There was a guy that in the past would give you the impression he wouldn't mind fighting you for 2 hours, making you make the mistake so he could capitalize. And now, with the time, he may step it up. As the walk of Heidi Lynn cheering up the crowd.
And the tattooed back of John Lewis.
As you get a look at some of the pageantry surrounding extreme fighting. Extreme numbers gives us the indication. The Oliveira 29, Lewis 28. A height advantage for Lewis, and the weight very similar.
John Lewis is extremely strong for his weight. Let's not forget that. He might not have the experience that this guy has, but he's very strong.
A little bit of a height edge for John Lewis as well as the strength. Let's see how he uses it.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my left, at 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 157 pounds, with a career record of 4 wins and 1 loss, the reigning Japanese super lightweight universal Vale Tudo champion, Johil de Oliveira. And on my right, at 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 159 pounds, with a record of 7 wins, no losses, and 2 draws. He is undefeated in extreme fighting competition. He is John Lewis.
And we are ready to rock in our first match of the evening. Lewis very patient, both preferring the stand-up style right now. John, who do you think will make the first move?
There you go. Answered.
John Lewis made it.
Side control already.
Take your time. Take your time.
A quick move. John Lewis trying to make some short work here with Johil de Oliveira. The first move so critical in extreme fighting. If you know how to parlay it, you're in great shape.
A very low kick, glanced past. As it went past, he dove in. Now watch the way he advances his legs up to the head to get more pressure on the chest.
John, a good time to explain to viewers a mount and a guard, the difference between them and how you can finish with them.
Well, he can mount from here because he can drop his right knee over, but he's getting up high. He's putting pressure on him. He's kind of cooking him a little. And there's the mount.
And a mount, a position from the top, a very dominant spot.
And you see how he did it? He did it off a big bouncy pace. Oh, there's arms. Arms look really dangerous right now.
Now Lewis tries to complement his leg strength and his positioning with some chopping shots. And you see the spinning attempts of de Oliveira to wriggle free from trouble.
Terrific mount here. High. He grapes when he has to. Just
And use the
pressure.
fence to his advantage here. There's really nowhere for de Oliveira to go.
You see he's judging it. He's got to try to bridge again, and he knows it. He's got to slow it down to speed it up.
And a high mount here, as you talked about. Lewis on top, pounding away. 2 minutes in. We'll see if the clock becomes a factor in this first phase. 3 phases, 5 minutes each with a 1-minute rest. But now, if you're John Lewis, you don't want to see a second phase. You're already off to a great start.
I'm looking at the time, and I'm looking at the position. You know who's working harder here. Notice the way the left knee starts sneaking up on Lewis. I have a tendency to think he's going to start running on those arms.
Halfway through the first phase, as De Oliveira just pounds away, and Lewis tries to make the strength of De Oliveira work against him. Chopping rights by Lewis. A little bit more aggression in him this time than in his other two extreme fighting outings. This style sets up well for him.
Yeah, he's ready to play this game. You can see it. And I don't know what he holds in his future, but Paulson Gracie Jr. had a draw back there.
Getting interesting here in the first phase. 2 minutes to go. In the past, we've seen John Lewis able to cook, as John Peretti says, ride the time. But with the time winding down in this phase, he may become a gambler. After all, he's from Las Vegas. Why not?
Very good. Yeah, he's still trying to cook him. He's really not putting anything but a big left hook to the ribs. What do you think of the power of that punch, Dave?
He's chopping with it. It's deceiving, I think. It's a sneaky type of a punch.
How's it sound? What's its impact sound like to you?
Sounds like pain.
I noticed some reddening on the back of Johil now. Oh, if he turns around, he's really foolish.
And there it is, as John said. A turnaround. You see Lewis from the top. And De Oliveira trying to rally here with a little more than a minute to go in the first phase.
With 1 minute and 8 seconds left, Lewis is in prime position to finish this fight. Notice how he's crossing his ankles and uncrossing them. He felt safer when he turned back to the mount.
John Lewis reacting to the block in his head, trying for the finish here, knowing that he can't cook for 15 minutes. He has adjusted well to the strategies and the new style here of extreme fighting, and he's becoming more aggressive more quickly, and those shots are adding up.
He's becoming a much more skilled fighter than we've seen before. His training's working really well. Oh, that's a lame move. You can't throw your legs up like that. It's just going to get broken.
Chopping shots here by John Lewis as time winding down.
Sounds like
first phase. Will we see a reprieve for Johil De Oliveira, who has been in big trouble throughout the opening phase? But he may get a chance to start it over again. He may just last out this initial assault by John Lewis. It's been an excellent opening phase for undefeated extreme fighter John Lewis.
The beginning of a new era. Let's see how slow he gets up. Very frustrated.
De Oliveira did not have a good opening act.
Sorry. Okay, put the hips up and punch.
We see John Lewis pressing his attack more. He's got the position, a low mount here, and he will pound away with the body. Going upstairs, these are shots right on the bone, very painful. 5 shots like that. Phase 2 about to begin. Set for 3. Now again, the first move critical in this phase, as it was earlier. Lewis got the early edge, and he controlled the 5 minutes. Let's see what happens here.
Again, spatial game going on here. The Oliveira guy doesn't really have this. What do you think that in terms of space?
That's a maximum use of space. Now, what adjustment would De Oliveira make after losing basically the first phase?
Oliveira's worried about the tackle now, so you see spatially he's all confused.
And he tries to set it up with a kick downstairs, trying to get Lewis off balance so he could make a move, and Lewis was not buying it.
Notice Lewis staying outside the left leg of De Oliveira. Where do you learn that from?
Just like a boxing match, how do you fight a southpaw? And Lewis is a southpaw, and
great judo throw.
De Oliveira able to get his way momentarily. There's the strength you talked about, John, because Lewis came back.
Yeah, and he came back in position. You see the left leg climb over. He'll be able to mount very easily from here.
That has to be frustrating for De Oliveira, who got the move he wanted and then found out that Lewis was too strong.
It was a terrific throw.
And it took most of a minute to set that up. Found the opening, went for it, got the throw, and then Lewis able to turn it around. Let us see if that's demoralizing on De Oliveira.
I'm seeing the right hand freeing up a little. Mike gonna punch again.
Lewis looking for leg position here.
You notice the way he freed up the right. He might be ready to throw the body punches again.
And you see the cover up on Oliveira so he doesn't get hit. Now, Lewis has established a little bit more position at the top. Hasn't totally gotten the legs free yet for control. He was pounding at will in the opening phase.
Oliveira is doing really well here. John's going to try to free the leg. That's a very good point. He puts the right foot on the calf, holds the pressure down. He's really trying to free the leg. He has to create a distraction to do so.
Lewis has not freed that leg yet, and as a result, he's not as complete a fighter in this phase as he was in phase 1, but he is still maintaining control.
You see him pull the arm off. He's not stupid. I'm surprised John doesn't retaliate with the right hand to the head when he pulls the arm off. He's climbing.
And the leg battle goes on.
See him climb with the left instep?
Like he's trying to go up a tree here.
And you see John, he's going to try to pull his right leg in tight so he can push down on his opponent's leg. Let's see if he goes for it. It's the proper thing to do from this position.
You get an overhead look of what leg strength is or isn't. Right now, it is needed to establish position, to establish a more offensive position.
You see the graping effect, and he keeps putting his leg under. What he does to John is he keeps switching. The pressure on the calf is what is the whole fight right now.
And the instinctive knowledge from both guys how to use their legs. Oliveira from the bottom, Lewis from the top. Come on, guys.
Position is maintained by the legs. John tried to do a little arm crank there.
Lewis tried to slip inside.
See him get on his left hip, you know he's going to try to raise his right knee. This guy's holding that leg pretty tight.
And if he was able to do that, John, he'd free his right hand for some power.
The right hand is monitored by the left hand of Johil.
And we've got essentially a stalemate occurring in the second phase.
As I said, he pulls his right ankle in so that he has more leverage to push the leg off, and there it is right now. And it worked.
Excellent description now, John, as Lewis has gotten himself inside. Has he done enough to mount an attack? It happened with a minute to go in the phase. Phase 2 has been a bit more of a stalemate. Lewis has broken through here.
Yeah, and Johil has reclaimed his position on the leg, so John's going to have to pick that ankle up again, yank it towards him to get better position. See the way he monitors with the left hand? He's cupping his elbow.
This is a phase in which perhaps John Lewis wishes he could cook, but this phase is going to come to a conclusion, and they'll start it all again in about 25 seconds.
I think this Joe Oliveira is freeze-dried. You can't cook this boy.
Not to be cooked in phase 2. Almost gone in phase 1. And phase 2, as you get a good look at the leg action, is going to go to a stalemate.
Great figure 4 leg hold. Worked for the whole fight.
You put your shoulder, the pressure on, you put your foot on the floor, close.
Realize this round, either of you wins, it's a draw, okay? So let's work this round, okay?
When you bring your foot up to his butt, keep the pressure.
It worked for something special.
Terrific
this was an excellent move, set up for an entire minute. And then John Lewis was able to negate that advantage immediately, and I think to the surprise of Oliveira.
Terrific. You see, he moved him off just as he got turned over. Here we go for 3.
And Oliveira's salvation there is that he did not get demoralized after doing something right and having it turned around by Lewis. So phase 3, the final one. Now, if this was a different type of a sport, you might see Lewis on the way to a decision, but here it would be a draw, so he'll have to open up.
Absolutely right. Oh, he's going to wind that one up from New Jersey.
Well, we saw that in phase 2 from Oliveira, the kick downstairs. Maybe trying to set up another throw. He didn't want to get to
the right hand, that's for sure. Oliveira wants to stand up and fight this round.
Well, it would be a new trick for him. He spent phase 1 on his back.
Notice the leg positions.
Take the leg, take the leg.
Both fighters trying to utilize the
Shoulder throw into guard. Dominant position for Oliveira this time. John should escape from this very
A
easily.
good time, John, to explain that, what the guard is and why the guy in the bottom can be winning.
All position is dominant from the guard. He's got arm bars from the guard, and he's got chokes from the guard, and he's holding him with his legs. He has the advantageous aspect of his legs.
What is the key to utilizing that guard position?
Body control and keeping your attack on. If you can keep attacking from the guard, he's landing hands on John, then you can maintain this position and you can fight for an easy 5 minutes.
Well, this is a classic example of how looks can be deceiving. The Oliveira's on the bottom. He's
John Lewis
right.
punching from the guard. He's going to try to bend his head up to put a little pressure on him.
He bends the head up. He can also get a little bit more leverage, some drive. And you see Lewis trying to counteract. Trying to set up some blows.
Nice move.
The Oliveira saving himself for another nice spin over to the side from Lewis.
Now inside control.
That is leg strength. That was good leg strength by Lewis to get into this attack position. But now, halfway through the final phase, it's nothing but glittery aesthetics unless he can put this match away.
Yeah, there are no judges in here. Has to win by submission, knockout. Porter's not going to throw in the towel, you can tell that.
They don't even have the towel anywhere nearby. This has been an excellent
Tactical
chess match. Different ways of this bout being put together. The good styles matching up. We've seen some good ground fighting. We've seen some fighting from the top. We've seen that John Lewis has been deceivingly strong.
Going back to side control. Now John's pretty dominant if he mounts.
Well, 2 minutes to go. Lewis has to get into another mode.
Come on, John, look at me. Look at full pressure on your chest.
And here is definitely an extreme fighter who, more than most, I believe, will have to change under the format, and he's trying.
You see that Indian grip there, holding his leg, detaching it to John's side. He cannot get the knee through that hold that way. I don't think John knows that he's got his hands. Oh, he opened it up. That was a very good defensive position. Here comes the knee. Invading.
Oliveira, are you holding on, trying to get through, or do you think you can still win here?
Oh, he can win if he gets a reversal. You know, he's obviously shown what he can do, but John is dominating position in this fight.
Stay close, come on.
Well, the tactical superiority has belonged to John Lewis.
Come on, John, keep going.
Some excellent ground fighting at times by Johil de Oliveira. But John Lewis needs to make some thunder in the last minute.
He should mount now. He's got pressure on his chest. He should mount.
How would he do it from here, tactically?
I don't want to sit drop. Come on.
What move would he make here?
He has to put the knee through. I mean, he's got no choice. One guy needs the knee through for guard. The other guy needs the knee through for mount. You know, both of them don't understand, you know, what time is right now. They're in, you know, a separate private Idaho.
They're not pouring it on here. And John Lewis, who has done everything, has 20 seconds to put it away. He's the one with the shot. But will he get it?
Well, he could get the draw.
Yeah, it looks quite likely that he'll get the draw.
The crowd's dissatisfaction with the match.
They don't understand the aesthetics involved here.
This guy's defending that mount with everything, too.
Lewis had the edge, but all he'll get for it is a draw.
And Andre Pedernera's, you know, deeply upset in this corner.
Will Dr. Nunn please go to the fighter entrance?
Dr. Nunn under the right eye.
Please go to the fighter entrance. There's an emergency.
Of de Oliveira, that is all. These are guys that could go at it for hours into the night looking for.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a draw.
Well, our next bout now will be Erik Paulson and Matt Hume. Paulson making his debut in extreme fighting, the current shoot wrestling light heavyweight world champion.
Next fight.
And Matt Hume the 1995 WKA super middleweight champion.
Please welcome from Los Angeles, California, Erik Paulson.
The current shoot wrestling light heavyweight world champion. His hometown. Get him, Erik! And he gives you a little bit of a growl.
He's got a new dude.
And Lexi LeBlanc, the pet of the month in August of 1995. Making the rounds. Getting quite a hand. As if that would be a surprise.
And his opponent, from Kirkland, Washington, Matt Hume.
Extreme Fighting 3. And he gets a little bit of a pop through there. Making the long journey from Washington. And there is Lisa Gale. Pet of the month for October 1996.
Now, Matt Hume's got some good leg kicks. Erik's got higher kicks, more karate style.
So Lisa Gale taking the walk around. The most recent penthouse pet. Quite a nice choice indeed. They're both the same age. A little bit of a height advantage to Paulson. The weight very similar. And John, as you said, their styles are the same. This should be a good match.
This is a match I've been trying to make for a long, long time. They've been trying in Japan to make it for 8 years.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my left, at 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds, with a career record of 8 wins and 1 loss, the reigning light heavyweight shoot wrestling champion of the world, Erik Paulson. And on my right, at 5 feet 10 inches tall, 178 pounds, with a career record of 225 wins and 18 losses, the 1995 WKA super middleweight champion, Matt Hume.
Matt Hume. Let's see how they go into their preferred styles. Phase 1.
Leg kicks.
Come on, Erik.
Based on the matching here, should be a leg kick-a-thon.
Notice the position of the hands are very similar. Big leg kick.
Chopping shot by Hume.
Looking for it. You see him looking for it?
And when they're kicking downstairs, they're trying to weaken the leg strength and the kicking ability for later.
Yeah, you see the low leg kicks of Hume are stronger than Paulson.
When you see them kicking downstairs, it's like blowing up the weapons first when you're at war and then going to the ground attack.
Yeah, and it also lowers your hands, Dave. Little Jeet Kune Do back fist there. It worked and into the dragon.
And there is Hume trying to go a little higher.
Back it away from there. Back it away. Relax.
Little knee coming in here from Paulson. They'll be forced to back away from the fence pretty soon.
Go defensive hand, Erik. Come in and work out of there. Work it. Here we go.
Kicks now from Hume, the same type.
The knee was stronger from Hume.
Well, they are mirror images in every respect.
See Hume lowering his base?
That's it. That's it.
He's got a guillotine.
He wants to make himself more compact here.
Very nice move. Altering the guillotine. Oh, the defense of the guillotine was strategically perfect.
Well, finally, a minute and a half in, these guys decide to taste the ground. Paulson on top.
Come on, baby.
Hume trying to get control from the bottom.
Yeah, but the guard is holding Hume off now. He'll have to let go of that head eventually. If he pushes away with his legs, he'll have power.
Some leverage being applied by Paulson.
Paulson under the arm, perfect strategy, takes more pressure off his neck. Now he should push with his legs. His neck looks, there it is.
Does he have enough room there with the fence?
Yes, that was a big right hand, wasn't it?
He came up and did
Now
something
watch the
different.
battle of the ankles. Okay, Paulson going for a little knee bar now. Matt Hume doing the perfect thing, pushing him off.
Patient very key here.
Hold your toes back.
See the knee bar. Hume is very nervous, but he's trying. Perfect thing to do. The hook kick to the head was flawless.
And perhaps a bit unexpected.
That was a terrific thing to do.
In what would look like a deliberate period, he breaks out of it with the kick.
Trying to go behind, but he's no Brazilian.
Hume trying to control here.
Hume doesn't go to the mount. He goes for the one leg. Oh, big mistake. Big
Did not
mistake.
get that leg through all the way.
He didn't even attempt to.
But it was there. He also could have went around.
Isn't this a great fight? I love this fight. He's gonna knock him down.
Boy, now you're seeing
Watch
it
the
from
right hand of Paulson.
Tries to apply the pressure to the neck with the knee and pounding away. He should make these harder shots.
Nervous about the guy getting his left ankle from the bottom.
Paulson not unloading here, although it appeared the opening was there.
But this is revenge right now, the head crank revenge. He was putting a lot of pain on the guillotine.
There you go.
That's why he's cranking his head like this.
Spin your body around so you're not on that
Who
fence.
says you
Watch
don't
your
have
arm
to
bar.
get some punishment first?
Keep going. Spin your body around. There you go.
Terrific strategy fight. There's the mount.
Now we see the mount with a minute to go for Paulson. The slapping. A little taunting here.
Okay, now. Remember, get those legs up. Get the legs up. Armpits.
Well, John, why only the light slaps here?
He's aching on his ear there. Look, this is great. Big right hand set up by the push-away face lock.
Now the chopping shots from the top.
Be careful. Hume from the
Opportunity
bottom.
here. Opportunity, Paulson.
Matt Hume out the back. Watch the arm bar.
Hume with a brilliant escape and a nice left hook.
This fight is turning out to be better than anyone anticipated.
Really a lot of give and take, some flow, counter flow, and an excellent opening phase.
So what I notice is Paulson goes for position more, and Hume goes for the big shots.
We'll see how they come back for phase two. That was entertaining. Well, we see Paulson on top. A chance to finish maybe, right?
Yeah, he's
Hume
working for
had
the
other ideas.
He's working for the arm bar, but Hume pulls that out nicely and turns and goes out the back. Here we go.
Opportunism by both guys in the opening phase. The second is underway. Now a little bit of boxing attempted by Hume.
Nice leg kicks.
Good, solid chopping shot there by Hume.
That hurts.
And some punching attempted. Now a good chopping knee shot to the stomach area by both. And a battle of the knees.
Oh, sweet left hook coming through, huh?
An excellent pace to this bout. Well, you get the impression these guys have studied video of each other for a long time.
Hey, this is the anatomy of how to throw knees here, guys.
And painful to the anatomy. Paulson just above the belt line.
The guillotine again. Not hooked up, though. Oh, he switched it. That was sexy. Again.
Neck cranking here. Paulson backing Hume up.
Oh, tried to get the knee to the nose. See the way Hume is staring down at those knees, right?
He's quite wary of them for good reason. Also wishes he could play off of something here.
I wonder if he'll jump to guard from that position.
Good pressure applied. Now resistance by Hume.
Watch the knees.
Hume takes a knee, answers with a knee. And a slap.
Oh,
Kick up top.
nice try.
That was a pretty athletic move. It wasn't exactly the orthodox position to throw that one.
Spatially terrific.
Well, there was some flexibility by Hume.
You think these guys are fighting?
And they are not wasting 1 second in there. Chopping, kick, good knee, another good knee.
The knees landing terrifically now. Abrasions on the body. Paulson.
Hume showing good accuracy with those knees.
And the guillotine after the knee shot. He doesn't look like he's defending it.
Now it's operational. The guillotine, a tremendous asset in extreme fighting.
Look at the base on Hume with his neck in a vice. He still doesn't go down.
Gives you a chance to crank while you're standing practically.
This is a terrific technical fight.
Like a standing mount.
I thought Hume looked like he was going to suplex him.
A tough predicament for Hume to spin his way out of as the pressure being applied down on his neck now by Paulson. Excellent use of stand-up fighting techniques.
See the way they're pacing? Oh, and he frees the neck. Paulson shows some fatigue in the arms.
Shot
spinning elbow
by Hume.
Eddie Andujar started that in the 70s.
Well, tell me Hume wasn't lining that one up for a few moments. He just got a grazing shot, but he may go back to that later.
Terrific conditioning on these two.
Fast-paced phase.
You notice that they're both going for it the whole time.
Good knee shot by Paulson. Tremendous accuracy by the fighters with their knees. They're not just showing the weapon, they are exploding with it.
A nice beating. He beat him to the punch on that one.
And Paulson tried to take a step back and set up a chopping right.
Great uppercut.
Now we see some boxing in here. Good kicks by Hume. The crowd really enjoying this one.
Uppercut snuck in, didn't it?
And whereas we have a tactical chess match in the opening bout, this has been non-stop warfare between these two guys.
He's stepping back, you see?
Wants to gain a little bit of space to set up something.
Just a little, trying to sneak some space.
You don't need much. You don't want too much either. Hume showing fatigue. There's the
elbow in the nose.
Boy, it's so easy to get a broken nose just on that one shot.
Tries to throw the looping right. You see that?
No shortage of weapons in this contest.
No,
and
tremendous athlete. Two uppercuts.
Hume able to counter when he's taking a pounding here as Paulson looking for some room. Shot upstairs. Counter shots here by Hume trying to find some room, and then the knees come back.
I thought the right uppercut was pretty effective against Paulson at the end of that round.
Let's see if he goes to it in phase 3, the final phase. This is one of those you can watch for 5 or 6 phases, each one set for 5 minutes. This the last one.
You know, just Paulson coming at him.
Well, John, I have to say, you made a very good match here. John Peretti, the matchmaker, and this, a battle of contrasting styles.
Sneaky little uppercuts for both of them.
Time.
Chopping shots here by Paulson.
We got a cut.
Nasty cut on the forehead. We'll have a medical look at this. So they had a little bit more than 4 minutes left, and now the clock rule will come into effect.
Right, they've stopped the clock.
I think it's too deep.
Timekeeper says he's stopped the clock.
Freezing the action as Dr. Joseph Estrana gets a good look and gives some instructions. The third phase critical also, because you have to go for it and win in the final phase. Otherwise, it's a draw.
It looks like they're stopping the fight. This looks like a very deep cut in the middle of his forehead.
A deep gash. Some would make the
Doctor stops the fight.
Time.
And you just get the feeling.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fight was stopped 44 seconds into the third round due to a deep cut, making the winner Matt Hume.
So Matt Hume, who was in some trouble, outlasting, able to inflict the gash and get the victory.
No, it's that left roundhouse knee, I think, right there. Hit him on the ear, maybe it hit him on the forehead, we just couldn't see it.
Alf Gracie, part of a family that goes back generations. Gracie will defend the title, and Ali Mihoubi, the 1996 French Kempo champion, certainly has his work cut out, but also has a lot of credentials.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next fight is for the Extreme Fighting Lightweight Championship of the World. Would you please welcome, from Paris, France, Ali Mihoubi.
And try to face the Gracie name and Alf Gracie himself will try to use his French Kempo style. Stacy Moran, head of the month in October of 1993. And Ali Mihoubi,
Over there.
definitely, he'll do the waiting. And Stacy Moran will do the parade around ringside. 1993 winner, a burgeoning talk show host. And you get a look at the crowd gathered here. Alf Gracie, described as a cross between a pit bull and a boa constrictor. That's not pleasant in any case. Let's take a closer look at Alf Gracie.
It's funny, huh? People say, hey, how do you feel? Do you feel nervous? You feel you're gonna scare? But I feel very good. Always like, welcome back. For be exact, I feel home. I think I prepare the same every day. That's one more day. I think life is always a fight. When I step on like in the arena, it's like energy is coming out of me all the way. I get angry when I step on. I try to concentrate all my angry, all my focus to be the guy. Like all my body is like have a fire on, you know. It's a kind of sensation that you don't find like every day, you know. We come from my past. They come from my grandfather. They come from my father. They make like when I talk in here, I start to get excited about it, you know. You guys move. You think you're gonna beat me?
Yes, you did say that.
One more guy wrong. If he was around, I don't say nothing. I don't care too much, you know. It doesn't matter if it's going to be him or other one. You step there, you're on my plate. I'm going to eat you at all.
And from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and Walnut Creek, California, please welcome Alf Pitbull Gracie.
Well, Alf Pitbull Gracie may have a mild-mannered look at times, but you heard what he said he would do to the doubters.
Look at the intensity on his face.
He's certain presence that he carries. You see it on the face. A look of perceived invincibility.
You know,
Heidi Lynn, head of the month, October 1994. About the same age, Gracie with a big height advantage, also a reach, and the weight, of course, the same, both under 160, 159 to 153.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my left, the challenger at 5 feet 11 inches tall, 150 pounds, with a career record of 68 wins, 9 losses, and 4 draws. The 1996 French Kempo champion of the world, Ali Mihoubi. And on my right, at 5 feet 9 inches tall, 159 pounds, with a career record of 13 wins and 0 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, the Extreme Fighting Lightweight Champion of the world, Alf Pitbull Gracie.
Well, John, in case Alf Gracie is hungry for a quick ending.
this guy is one of the people who are willing to fight this guy.
Okay, so it's on the blind We'll see how it goes.
That was a technical tackle, almost knocked his mouthpiece out.
Well, Ralph Gracie again, not wasting time. He is a savage, and the fans responding to him as he pounds away. He's not only trying to use the mount, he's trying to abuse Ali Mihoubi. And Mihoubi covering up already. Mihoubi is in deep water, to say the very least. And look at how Ralph Gracie gets the most out of his punches and a different angle.
Sadistic mount right there. Very high, totally bold. He knows the guy's never been here before. See?
Sadistic and punitive here.
He's the best fighter in the world. No one will fight him. I invite anyone to come up and talk to me about fighting this guy.
And very subtly, you see how he goes to the high mount now at will, and an attempt to get away by Mihoubi to overwhelm, but it's not happening.
He just backs up again.
A shot from Mihoubi showing a little bit of life, but he is undergoing a torrent. And Gracie showing the most punching ability of anybody we've seen so far.
Watch the arm.
Oh, he is going to work. He can put all of his weight on that arm.
But he's turning a bit, which makes me think he's going for the arm.
Yes. You get the impression.
Yeah, he is. He's going to go for it. There it is.
That he can win this whenever
there it
he
is.
wants.
Arm bar.
That's it.
He almost kicked him. Kicked him that time.
I guess the only question we have for Gracie right now, if we talk to him, is when did you finally decide you wanted to end it? He could have done it at any time.
Yeah, it was a really bad match.
There's some honesty. The one before that was quite competitive, and this one, hard to find a match with this guy. He looks like he wants to go again.
He does. He's so mad that he actually wants to go again. And he can.
That might be your next move. Get him 3 guys in one night, if you can do it. Ralph Gracie doing some extraordinary work.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by submission, 1 minute and 34 seconds into the first round. And still, the extreme fighting lightweight champion of the world, Ralph Pitbull Gracie.
So Ralph Gracie, the man who wants to challenge Roy Jones and has offered him $1 million plus money to stay in there, shows he's the Roy Jones of this sport for sure. Ralph Gracie, an incredible assault here on Ali Mihoubi, who had no shot.
Nope. Not
Guy
a shot.
on top, taking the shots. Now watch Gracie change to a high mount whenever he felt like it. The whirling effect of the punches, and though Mihoubi blocks some, you'll see him get into a higher position so he can concentrate more power, and he'll turn. And when he turns, as John Peretti said, the arm bar, I think I'll do it now.
I'm back here with Ralph Gracie. Tell me a little bit about the armbar, Ralph. You were working on him, you were hitting him hard, and then you went right to the armbar.
He's protecting himself. I don't want to keep punching. I want to just finish, do my job, get paid.
Ralph, in your opinion, is there anybody in the world that can stay in the ring with you for over 1 minute?
I don't think so.
No way. We heard. Who do you want next?
Roy Jones, if you hear me now, I know you have a heart. I want to get you up there.
Well, we heard what went on with Roy Jones Jr. He was offered $1 million to step in the ring or to his favorite charity. And on top of that, he's going to get $1 million for every minute he can stay in the ring. That, to me, sounds unbelievable. And on top of that, they're going to match whatever salary he makes per fight. I don't see how he can say no.
Anthony Macias and Allan Goes will go at it in a lightweight fight. Mad Dog and Lexley LeBlanc makes the rounds. So parade around the entire circle. Make sure everybody gets to see who's fighting. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu style. He's the champion for 1994.
From the Paulson Gracie team.
And Brazil, of course, the heartland where the Jiu-Jitsu is done the best. jiu-jitsu fighters have a very good chance in here for Brazil. And Lisa Gale, the current pet of the month, October 1996. First, Macias is a little bit older, the height the same, a little bit of an edge to Goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my left, at 5 feet 10 inches tall, 199 pounds, with a career record of 56 wins and 5 losses, the reigning IFC Super Heavyweight World Champion, Anthony Mad Dog Macias. And on my right, at 6 feet and 1 inch, 199 pounds, with a career record of 198 wins, no losses, and 1 draw, the 1994 Brazilian World Jiu-Jitsu Champion, Allan Goes.
For Macias, what does he do best?
Ankle cranks, outside fighting. Hey, they touch gloves, first time, unprecedented activity.
Well, there's a little bit of a twist in every fight here.
He landed a chopping hand, didn't he?
Macias had himself a chance to really do some damage there, but Goes was able to spin away.
Could go for a knee bar there. Well, I thought he was going to.
Macias on the ground now as Goes tries to obtain a mount.
We'll see what Macias can do down here. I've seen him do terrific submission, but you know he's up against a strategist.
Goes, the legs way down low. We'll see if he can climb.
And he
there
moves
he
up
comes
to the
over,
mount.
able to get the mount, found the right time.
As you know, the most dominant position.
More victories from the mount than anywhere else. Now here he comes, pounding away, trying to take advantage of the mount, which he should. Goes trying to parlay, and has real trouble here.
What he's trying to do is, Macias is saying he's using his head. He's not hitting with it or anything. I mean,
Macias was trying to make a statement to the referee.
Macias better worry about his position.
And nobody can hear you from down there anyway, John.
Another dominant mount situation from the Brazilians.
Now, Goes moving up and getting more weight, more power into his position.
And he's starting to turn on that arm again.
Yes, he is. Really using the leverage well here. And using the legs here to maintain his mount and using the arms for offense. Looking for an opening. Nice jab from the bottom by Macias.
And paying for it.
A counter punches from the bottom. Does he get himself a new shot? Not yet. He almost did. Approaching the halfway point of the opening phase.
Macias is in a world of hurt down there.
And he almost got out of it with a sneaky left uppercut, which surprised Goes, but did not do enough.
You know, Macias has got a presence of mind down there.
He certainly does. He's
actually blocking a lot of punches.
That's a butt. That's not allowed there. And that was blatant.
You blind death end up. Let's go. Turn it. Break.
And a break. Referee intervention.
Hey, he said get up.
That was quick.
He fish hooked him. He stuck his finger in his mouth and turned his head. John Donahue didn't like that.
So doing his job, coming in.
No headbutts.
He's warning him again, so he understands. Don't put your finger in his mouth.
Like there aren't enough ways to do combat here.
Let's see another tackle now.
Clock continues to go here. As what John was talking about. Penalty inflicted here. Referee coming in. John doing what he shouldn't be doing here from on top.
Not yet.
That's the butt. There was a warning for that as well. And
they didn't show why he pulled him off. Why he pulled him off was the fish hook. stuck in there and turned his neck.
Okay, you ready? Get it, man.
And he did it pretty fast, too. But the fish is off the hook, and the penalty is that now they go back to a standing position. So a break for Macias.
Side control. Anthony covers up. He took some abuse here.
Been an interesting opening phase as Goes has been on top because of the fish hook taken off, and now he's on top again.
Now, Anthony was pulling on the wrong arm to turn him.
He doesn't have the leverage, it seems, to pull on the proper one. As good use of the top by Goes.
Goes is working those punches in there, too.
That's it. One more.
Another butt. And a warning.
Stop. Allan, stop.
We're going to get a speech here.
That's the end of the fight. He submitted verbally.
Wow. A submission while the referee was coming in for a warning.
He's going to be disqualified. But you stopped the fight. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Come on, Anthony. Come on. You're staying here or not? You can't fight. You can't fight. That's it. Come on. Go.
Submission. Verbal, but submission.
While the referee was going to inflict a penalty. Very interesting, the timing of all of this.
Crowd's not happy. But he submitted. I mean, they can't see that maybe from where they're sitting.
Well, if the view is being blocked, it is hard. That was the second referee's warning about to occur. That was very, very interesting timing for the whole thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, 3 minutes, 52 seconds into the first round, Allan Goes.
Well, he didn't say by submission, and that was very critical. It was.
Hey. That's it. One more. Stop. Allan, stop.
And John Donahue says he doesn't want to fight anymore, Allan.
We've got our middleweight championship will be up next. John Lober challenging Igor Zinoviev.
From Huntington Beach, California, John Lober.
And if he's able to intimidate Igor Zinoviev, that will be quite a feat. And we also have a change in our lineup in the PA department, John.
Oh, we have Gary Delabate from Howard Stern over here, and he is looking very dapper, and I don't think anybody's going to intimidate him in the ring.
Lober prancing in.
This guy's strong. He came down from 215 as the heavyweight IFC current world champion to come to 199 to challenge Zinoviev. He went to Russia and beat all the Russians.
Well, there could be a variable in his favor as Stacy Moran makes the loop. The champion, Igor Zinoviev, has quite an impressive portfolio. Let's take a look at that now. Igor Zinoviev, to some, may be the heart and soul of extreme fighting.
When you trained in Russia, did you train in any place that looked like this?
Yeah, I'm trying to do the different plays. Not look like this.
When you prepare for a fight,
Yeah.
what do you think about? You think about your opponent?
Think about everything, about what a great fighter, what he doing, myself, my training. Sometimes I train twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, for 2 hours, hour and a half. I do everything. Kicking, punching, wrestle, lifting weights. I do everything. I don't eat dairy product like milk, sugar.
Now you're fighting this guy, John Lober. He's the IFC world champion.
That's a great guy. I know it's a hard fight, but, you know, fight is fight. Everybody can lose.
Taking advantage. This is like on the street.
When you prepare for this guy, do you prepare in any way different than you prepare normally?
No. But that guy, he can punch, he can kick, he can wrestle, you know, all ground technique. It's a different fight, you know.
But you feel strong, you feel ready for this guy?
Yeah. I think it will be a great fight. It's a tough guy, and I think it's a long fight.